Hello, hello. Jessica Louise here, quantum life and business coach, certified meditation practitioner, creator of light body activation, light body energy work, and the founder of Three Sisters Light Body Energy Work. And so I recently had a massive quantum shift, right? Last week, I became international best-selling author of Entangled No More. The story of getting to author is a very, very special one. Last year, when I began my meditative and coaching journey, I got on a coaching call one day with a woman who had a $20,000 package. And I obviously could not afford that, right? I was just coming out of a crisis. And so, I watched her in her vortex for a little bit and I quickly found, some different things. And something that came from that engagement was to become published. Her content, she was really insinuating that you can't be a spiritual entrepreneur if you're not published, you don't have a website, stuff like that. And while I do feel that can be helpful information as we grow and as we ascend, that's not necessarily the path to success, right? That's kind of the old way of thinking and the old paradigm that you have to have this, this, and this to be successful online. And it's just so far from the truth. I literally built my entire company over the past 18 months using my cell phone. You can see my little light body, meditative light body that keeps me inspoed. A calendar booking link and Facebook. That's it. Okay. People really, really overthink it. And so I have a workshop that I run every month, and sometimes I call it different things. This month I'm calling it the bonus reels, tips and tricks, rules and tricks. And I basically go over my exact process that I used as an artist, as a digital creative, to just get online, share my story, and just really rip the Band-Aid off and not be attached to an outcome, and kind of just decide this is what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it, and whatever happens, happens. So in the beginning, we don't have to be in alignment, right? We don't have to be in alignment. We don't have to wait until we're healed or we're perfect to get going with it and get started. And this is another misconception that people have, that they need to have all the working parts. And just say hello in the chat if you're watching. Hashtag replay if you're watching on replay. So if you really are serious about personal development and you are here for the journey, you're going to really want to know a few key steps. And I teach these steps in different forms in my work. But the very first thing that's going to set you apart from, the average Joe and a 1% millionaire is the very first thing is really visualization of what we're creating. So if you can't even allow yourself to play silly little mind games, then you don't belong here, because in the quantum realm, we have to really move in blind faith, right? And we have to take aligned action. And these are the next two steps, because without that, everything would be stuck and stagnant, right? We have to allow ourselves to make mistakes, and that's how we can learn and we can grow. But if we can't even think it, and we can't even just say, how big can I dream this? How wild and how bold do I want to take this experience right now? and tap into that. So when I started out this year, I didn't wait until I was in alignment. Of course, I had done shadow work. Of course, I had done my meditation certificate. This stuff was massive, but it wasn't as massive as just ripping the Band-Aid off and creating content and serving clients and getting on calls before I had all the rest of the workings together. So sometimes the clarity comes from the doing part. And so there's a little bit of a model that we talk about in Ascension. I didn't prepare very well. I didn't bring a whiteboard or a pen or anything to draw this out. But I typically like to draw this out as like an apartment building. And you can think of an apartment building. Well, here, I am prepared. I forgot my phone has a thing. So let's think of an apartment building, right? Like it's got these different levels. When you're down here on the bottom, you can obviously smell the trash, right, on the ground. You might see and hear the noisy cars from the street. You might see and smell homeless people sleeping outside when you're really on the bottom level, right? You also can't really see the event horizon. You can't see the water. There's not much of a view. Everything's just like right here in your face. As we move up in ascension, this is much so similar. On the next level, there's going to be windows, and you're going to be able to see outside, and you're going to still be able to see down below the trash on the street and the homeless people and the cars, but you're not going to be able to hear them anymore, right? And you're not going to be able to smell them on this level. As we move up to the next level, we're going to cancel out more of this stuff. You're not going to be able to hear the noisy street anymore. And now you're going to be able to see the view of that beautiful event horizon, right? And as we move up and as we move up, we can think of this sort of like as moving towards ultimate enlightenment. And we're sort of rewarded and we have more benefits as we move through these different levels of ascension. Now, everyone isn't going to leave the levels, and this is what makes it very difficult. Sometimes as we're ascending, we might, particularly if we were raised with a conditional love, we will have a hard time moving forward because we want to bring others, and we believe that our value is based upon the ones that love us and the ones that we bring with us to each level, right? But this is actually so far from the truth. Everyone doesn't carry the same light codes to move through and move through. This is a very important part of integration because you have to become the silent witness for yourself. And now some people get triggered that I teach meditation and marketing, but very quickly, after I got onto the market and began teaching clients meditation, I recognized that marketing is almost just like the 3D version of the 5D workings, right? Of the energy part. This is the manifestation of the oneness that we're actually creating inside. It just becomes the ultimate embodiment on the outside as well. So the thing is to give yourself some grace because it takes time for the matter to catch up. On an energetic level, things happen instantaneously, but we are still here in the 3D dimension in this like sack, right? We're wearing this meat suit, and it takes some time to shift it. When I began as a meditation coach and I always knew that I was going to add on the master's program the second that I carried the light codes to do so. So the second that I knew I had that monetization with Facebook, boom, I opened the gates to my monetization program because I had the proof of concept at that point. But this all came through, first of all, the Akashic records in the quantum field, right? This was information I downloaded through channeling, mindful channeling and meditation, and purposely going in and saying, okay, Great Spirit, what's for me? And it was like, here it is. Silk robes, beautiful bamboo sheets. I'm recording from my bed right now. Like, I feel so luxe, so like a goddess. Like, this is incredible. This is, whatever you want for you is what you can have. So I visualized the whole thing out, right? And I literally thought the mentor that helped me was a goddamn black witch. Okay. I'm not going to name drop, but it was profound. It was profound what I went through. And I was like, holy moly, I don't understand what's happening. I'm scared. I wanted to dig my heels in. And frankly, no coach could handle what was coming and what I was bringing to the table. They were mortified, and I was even labeled at times problematic on the market, pretty much. But I kept pushing and I kept pushing. And I had some men. In the beginning, I thought, I can work with everyone. I can work with men. I'm comfortable with men because I have a sister wound, right? I have a massive sister wound and a massive mother wound. So I don't want to just close myself off and only work to women. That's going to be really difficult. That's a lot of resistance out the gate. So I was like, I can serve everyone. Pretty quickly, I learned men are sexist and controlling and very egocentric, and they mask it very well in the spiritual communities. But once you get to know them, they're not about collaboration, right? They're very competitive. And it's very much so like, you're a woman, you don't belong here. I'm going to put you in your place. And so I learned the hard way by having them literally like drop me the day before events that we had marketed out, or issues negotiating like how the pitching would go, what offer we're pitching. They wanted it very much just like their product, but they were in my and so I just dropped people like that. I just got to a point of learning my boundaries. And just standing my ground and being like, you know what, it's fine. Like, let it go. I'm not attached to it. So pretty much I had a freak accident, a freak thing happen, like a quantum miracle, where I knew that I wanted to become an author, but I knew that it wasn't in my vortex yet. But Spirit was telling publish yet. Like, I don't know. I ended up publishing my trauma story and a breathwork routine, which is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But I had a no call, no show. Somebody dropped me for an event, and I reached out to a community where I had been asked as a special guest. And I was in touch with a beautiful Ashley Hubler, who is a published author and an Akashic reader. And Ashley decided and agreed to step in and do an Akashic reading for my community. And it was such a beautiful event. She did readings for like 3 or 4 of the women in there. They all were ranting and raving about the experience. And Ashley put me in touch with her publisher, who is Laura at at Brave Healer Publishing. And Laura was amazing. Laura gave me her cell phone number right out the gate, had a phone call with me immediately, no booking, and just was like, this is what you need to do. Just get writing right now. When you're ready, it's going to be time. And so I did that, and I sat on that for months, and I had about 3,000 words. And I decided, I'm not going to pressure myself about this. I'm going to take the summer off and I'm going to enjoy my kids. We're going to travel. And we did exactly that. And I detached from the outcome. And this is a very important part of manifesting in quantum physics. Okay, we've got to have the energy squeeze and then the release, but there has to be no attachment. We can't have resistance or else we can't release, right? So I took the summer off, and boom, just like that, literally just as the kids are going back into school, Katie Carey pops into my vortex, you guys, and she had this title already thought out, gorgeous, sleek, black cover, Entangled No More, women who have survived toxic abuse and built empires. And I'm like, boom, hello, this is me. And so it was literally 4 weeks from signing with Soulful Valley to sending over the chapter to editing, getting the edits in. They provided a ton of marketing, a ton of PR around this, graphic designs, like, and as a designer and content creator, how much goes into that. Like, for the price of what you get, it was the most incredible opportunity of my lifetime. I was looking at $10,000 for a solo book to become a best-selling author, and I paid a fraction of that price. So this happened because I was showing up, I was doing the work, to a T of the mystic teachings and the esoteric wisdoms to visualize it, not be attached to an outcome, take aligned action, and boom, boom, magnetization. So last week, just 5 days ago, Entangled No More launched and hit something like 56 titles, 36 best-selling slot categories, international best-selling. Okay, this is a composition of 20 women who have escaped domestic violence and toxic abuse and overcome and gone on to build empires. And all of their links are in the book, all these resources. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible. And when I tell you there have been many people on my journey of ascension, there really have. Because even the ones that are triggering, even the ones who have hurt me and caused trauma to my light body, thank you for showing me what is possible. Because if it wasn't for you being a mirror to me, I could not have grown. So I am sending you all so much love. I invite you to come and follow me on Facebook at Jessica Louise. Send me an email at threesisterslightbody@gmail.com. You can follow and subscribe to my podcast, Light Body Activation. There's a few of them. It's got, I need to change the name to probably Light Body Activation with Jessica. It's a white meditator with the swirls a lot going on up here, okay? White background, black yoga set. And then thank you. Dropped comments to my 13 subscribers. Let me know who you are. I've got a really special gift for you guys. I'm wanting to give you $1,500 off this month of a coaching package. So if you're wanting to either join me for Meditation 101, that's basically going to give you a $500 credit onto another program and let you access Meditation 101 when you mention YouTube, okay? And then $1,500 off of my 6-month program, which runs for $5,000. Everyone else is getting that for $1,000 this month. But if you are one of my 13 YouTube subscribers, please let me know in the comments or send me an email. And I'm going to get you on a call. I don't think I have my link tree up here yet, you guys, but we'll figure it out. Bear with me. I'm not super techie. I am doing the best that I can. I recently hired a beautiful VA named Sarah, so you guys will probably be getting to know her pretty soon as well. So let me just drop in the chat my email. And give me a hashtag replay if you're watching on replay. And I spelled Three Sisters wrong. Okay, Sister's Light Body. Okay, let me remove that one that I messed up on if I can. Okay. I'm going to pin the email, you guys. And let me know what you think. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how I can support you. What kind of content would you like to see on this channel? Would you like to see meditations, marketing, personal development, all that kind of stuff, parenting? Really, I want to keep it to meditation or marketing, and we'll probably do a combination of both. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Please consider like, sharing, and subscribing. And let me know in the comments section. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And I will chat with you soon. Bye.